I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Nothing on that beat.
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Tight end right. Right, 380.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to run now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. A beautiful fake. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Cooper was the target there. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You go 46, 46. Gun. 46.
Prescott now on second down. Letting one fly deep for Coop. He's got a man complete. A big play here for the Cowboys. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Prescott to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. First by him near the 35. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
A give to Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Third and long for Prescott. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, Wilson flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Take it
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go, 14. Move 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott on 1st down. Ebron's got it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
To throw is Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Here go 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second down, Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Ebron caught left side. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here you go. Good.
Prescott from the gun. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sean Lee in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 1st down, Prescott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Here go 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, now they'll try the end around. There he goes inside the 30. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Wilson. Steps away. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
19.
He can run for it, and he will. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, let's go, in and out, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He hits more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Wilson will throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson throwing again. Forced out to his left. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They go play action with Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it, baby.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.